if anyone's out there on a Saturday morning.
Not a coffee. Check. Let's do this thing, Cole. Ready? Hello, Red Wave. Welcome to Beware of Bulldogs podcast, where we're going to talk basketball today. Big win from the Fresno State Bulldogs in the first win under Vance Wahlberg. They defeated Sacramento State last night in the Save Mart Center, 64-57. Cole and I are going to break it down. We actually got to go to the game last night. It was a lot of fun. First one of the year, so we're still figuring this out. I hope you could hear the intro music at the beginning. If we could. If not, that was just awkward silence for everybody for 2 minutes as everybody paused into the live stream. Thank you guys for support. Make sure you subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts on the basketball team and what you saw. We're going to get into what people said, what you guys had on X. We're going to go through that. We're going to go through some numbers. We're going to leave our reactions and comments. Make sure you hit the bell, the notification bell on YouTube so that you know when we go live. And then my Spotify stuff wasn't working for a while, but it's working now. So I'm not able now to put it up on Spotify. So if you missed the live stream, you can go on Spotify and iTunes and they'll be there now. That was on them. I couldn't figure it out. I don't know what was going on. Maybe it was on me. Maybe it was on me. Not the techiest guy. You can also follow us on X. We go live on X. Beware_Bulldogs. And you can follow us on Instagram, Beware Bulldogs Podcast. First and foremost, big win from the Bulldogs. Cole, initial reaction. Just share overall your general reaction to the win and what you saw last night in Save Mart Center.
Well, I never thought a year ago, I didn't think this would be coming out of my mouth in relation to Fresno State basketball, but basketball is fun.
Yes, it is.
And it hasn't been fun at the Save Mart Center. And I literally can't remember.
There was probably one game last year that I'd say was fun.
Sure, but I mean, just the overall audience. There was just an energy in the air. People were excited to be there, and they wanted to be there. So
yeah, it was very fun. There were over 5,000 people in attendance, from what was put out there.
Didn't seem like it.
No, but by the way, since we are live, my 2-year-old's going to be running in and out and yelling at us, so I'm sorry about that, but also we have a good time. It was a lot of fun. Saw a lot of local people from the basketball world that we grew up with and coached us, and so that was a good time there. And I think that's going to continue throughout the season, especially if they keep winning. Now, granted, Mountain West is going to be extremely difficult, but should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, New Mexico just took it to UCLA.
Yeah, UCLA was ranked, but they smashed them. What's going on, Tim? So I want to read what you guys talked about first. Andy, good to see you. We'll get to Twitter or X, and then we'll share our thoughts and the chats. Matt says excitement is back for Bulldog basketball.
Sure is.
It is. And you know what's also exciting is the style of play. I will say the way that we play, we grew up and played in the Wahlberg system. So it's easy to understand, and we know what we're looking at now. So we know, like, if there's miscommunication, where guys are supposed to be, what they're supposed to do, so we can comment on those things. But what people saw is the pace of play was extremely different. There's no more holding the ball until 1 second left on the shot clock and chucking it up or ISOing a guy. It's pass cut, drive to the dribble drive. That's what they call it. Dribble, get to the hoop, kick out, shoot. If you're open, shoot it. And we unleashed a lot of threes. A lot. And 30 to be exact. And the main difference is, now, I would say the first half of the first half, the guys shot slow. They caught it. Okay, I'll shoot it.
They had energy, though.
Yes.
So
they played.
It was just misplaced energy.
Yes.
As we were talking about yesterday.
But as the game progressed, they got things figured out, caught the ball, shot it. And throughout the past couple seasons with Hutt, they catch the ball. They're not sure if they're supposed to shoot it or not because they're going to get chewed out.
Yeah, if it wasn't a part of the play,
right?
Then and you don't make it, you're getting pulled,
right?
Which is no fun.
No. And now in this system, it's if you don't shoot the ball, you're not going to be on the court. You catch it and shoot it
with confidence.
Yes. Okay. Whimsically, it will take some time to mesh, but they found a way to win, a great way to open. This is something that we should say there's two players that played last year on this Fresno State team that are here. Jalen Weaver and Pierre Geneste that played last night. Everyone else is brand new. This is the first time they've all played together. This is a completely different system than they're probably used to. And just, knowing the type of system, the type of defense that Wahlberg coaches, you have to be smart and quick and willing and able to play that way. It's all effort and attitude in this system. A lot of it is. And so
you have to have a creative mind to be on this offense and the skills to complement that. And you have to be quick enough to come up with something creative enough to break down the defense.
Yeah, you really have to have a high IQ.
Yes.
And then defensively, it's just being in the right spot and getting there. So that's effort. So it took a little bit, but we saw as the game progressed, this team slowly came together. And that's why we didn't blow out Sac State. Sac State was a pretty good team. They're strong.
Physical.
Yeah.
And the refs allowed it to play out, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah. But we were not big. We had to play big. I think we did that down the line. It took us some time, is what I'm trying to say. It took us some time. We eventually meshed, started figuring things out, got hit a couple times, and now, okay.
I don't think we don't have a big, and we don't really play big.
You don't think so? I thought
I think
Price played big.
I think Count Adamar. I think he plays big for a guard.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's where he excels. He can kind of bully those guards, work his way down, and hit a nice little jumper.
Right. We'll get to numbers in a second. Carlos Mesa, already more excitement than the last regime who played Boyd Grant style basketball. That's not very entertaining. Already seen more people at the first game. Yeah, there was a lot of people there. It was fun, exciting. We went with some friends, and he put it. Seemed like there was a black cloud over the Save Mart Center for a long time, and now it's slowly moving, and the sun is breaking through.
Yeah, businesses actually had business before basketball game.
yeah, that's
So
true.
we're right around, what is it, Campus Point?
Yeah.
Yeah, packed. Like, what the heck? People are coming?
Yeah, I was shocked. There was a line to get in the Save Mart Center, both cars to park and a line like security check.
At the main door.
Yeah.
There is another door out.
Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
Oh, sorry.
There's a side door, everyone. You could go through. There's no line. Curtis Haar, a much better brand of basketball. Love the ball movement and defensive intensity. Have to shoot better, though. Yes. Zayon looked great at the point. Zayon Collins got the start at the point. Aguilar was incredible, able to score at all three levels. Cautiously optimistic, as this was Sac State after all. I think those are some wise words from Curtis.
Yeah, he hit up a lot of the main points.
Yeah.
That I think everybody could agree with.
Yeah. RB, play hard. Constant movement on offense and active on defense. Coach allows players to play through mistakes instead of pulling them or calling timeouts. Yes.
Love it.
Tim Sasoyev, love the fast pace and taking a lot of shots. Go Dogs. Truth Seeker, Amar Aguilar. And by the way, we are calling him, he's calling him Count Adamar. I'm calling him Count Aguilar. From A Knight's Tale. It's from the movie A Knight's Tale. Great movie. You guys got to watch it. Count Aguilar. That's what I'm going to say. Here on out. 30 points.
Take note, announcer.
30 points in his first game as a Bulldog. Who's the last player to score so much in their first game as a Bulldog? Defense has improved. I should look that up. I didn't look it up before.
We don't have all the technical statistics on this bright early morning.
Ty Scary. Played in the system Wahlberg used all my life. Team will be fun to watch if they make shots. Wahlberg is live by 3 and die by 3. Overall, his system is great and makes sure his players play hard. Unlike the previous regime system, team is electric and streaky. Mike, go ahead, Cole.
Oh, no, I just love that there's so many fans that know the system and actually played in it.
Right.
So it makes it more entertaining for the whole valley.
Right. Well, because the entire valley plays well. At the Division I level, this is it. This is what they play.
Yeah.
And then it has slowly leaked into the rest of the valley. I mean, once we got out of high school, I saw lots of like Kerman using it, Fowler, Firebaugh. They all started using it. Carruthers. So it's been a lot of fun. Everybody knows it. Mike, why were only 7 players playing? Is there a lot of injured guys on the bench? They don't have much depth, or am I missing something? Yes, they have players injured.
Wahlberg addressed that, I believe, after the game.
Yeah. In his presser, he said they have some injuries. So I think, did he play 7 or 9? Don't remember. I can do a quick count.
I thought it was 8.
It's 8. 8 guys played. Not a lot of minutes for Tremble. He had 3. We did get in. So once we recover, I think this is going to be a much better team. They're still going to have to mesh. One guy we didn't see play was Moore Sek from Hawaii, with big 7'2" kid. So we talked about not having size. There is size on the bench. We just got to get healthy.
Yeah, the guys who were down low, Price and Geneste,
Yeah.
They are both listed as forwards. We didn't have a true center to play.
Right. A drip drop in. Let me know when the upper section curtain is gone and I will attend. We need you to attend earlier. It
was fun. It truly is worth it now.
Yeah. It's
the energy is there.
Yes. Robert Polvido, this one game was more fun to watch than the majority of last year's. Yes.
Truth.
Doug, absolute blast. It was nice not watching Mikey Keene throw an interception. A big game tonight in in Colorado. By the way, snowing. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of throwing of the ball. Tim, I streamed the game last night and loved seeing the crowd standing up and cheering when the buzzer went off to end the game. It was loud at the end of the game. Everyone stood up cheering. It got loud.
Yeah, it was everybody releasing that breath at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I believe I screamed out if you were an administrator on this Fresno State, in this Fresno State world that's still around, shame on you for making us experience what we had to experience. They must hate Fresno if they're still around.
It was a beautiful thing, as our uncle says. It was a beautiful thing. It was a breath of fresh air. It was a lot of fun. Let's get to some numbers really quick. Zayon Collins got the start at the point. He went 4 for 12 from the field, 2 for 6 from the 3-point line, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. He had 7 boards, 4 assists, did have 3 turnovers. He also had 3 steals, a block, finished with 11 points. What did you think about Zayon starting at the point?
I thought he's solid. We sat higher up, so I couldn't really get a good look at him size-wise. I couldn't size him up.
Mm-hmm.
But he did look small on the court, which I'm worried when we start facing a team like New Mexico or something with some good guards that's true. He'll get wrecked. But let's hope not.
No, well, I think his energy was great. It took him a second to adjust to the game, and he made those adjustments, though. Here's what I will say. He's a risk taker on defense. And so he puts us in bad positions where we have to help, and then we leave a guy open.
Yeah. Yes. And he also, if we're really want to critique, him and all our perimeter defenders did a very poor job at boxing out.
Yes.
But that was also because we're out of position and everyone's helping over.
Right.
So we don't have a man to box out.
Mm-hmm. It got better though throughout the game. And the word that sticks out to me, the most dangerous word in sports, I will always say, is potential. I mean, the potential for this team is great. It's really high. I like what I saw from Zayon. I think he's going to be fine. Alex Crawford, he went 3 for 4 from the field, 1 for 2 from the 3-point line, 2 for 3 from the free throw line, finished with 9 points, 5 boards, and a block and a steal. Not the biggest numbers on here, but he played a huge role, and I really like what I saw from him. He had, of his 5 rebounds, 4 were offensive rebounds.
Crawford's one of those guys that when you watch, if you like basketball, he makes you happy.
Yeah.
Because he moves so gracefully. He's like a gazelle, and every team needs one of those guys, and he's that guy. It would be nice to see him involved more in the offense.
He will be. I think he will be. He's long, quick, but he just plays hard, and I really like that. Jalen Weaver, familiar name, played last year for us, went 2 for 9 from the field, 1 for 5 from the 3-point line, got to the free throw line, hit 1 for 2, finished with 6 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, a block, 2 steals, and 4 turnovers. What do you think about Jalen?
It's so nice seeing Jalen thrive. And
yes,
I mean, yes, his stat line's not the best, but I mean, he goes 100 miles per hour, and that's what's going to happen. You're going to have 4 turnovers. Right. But he was a little indecisive on the fast break, maybe a little late.
Yeah,
maybe not indecisive, but a little late on hitting guys when he should. He's so set on attacking the rim that he forgets there's another guy there wide open on the block that he could just do a little bounce pass to.
Right.
And then he sees him and he's like, yeah, I really should pass this. And then by that time it's a turnover. So I think that will come as the season goes. Yeah. Because I mean, he was so limited last year on playing fast, and now all of a sudden he can, and he just wanted to go, which is great. Love to see it.
I don't remember Jay taking a 3-pointer last year.
Oh yeah, he chucked up too many. But with confidence. I mean, he couldn't make one for his life.
That'll come. Yeah, he shot 5. But it was great to see. I was really happy to see Jalen, like you said, thrive. Elijah Price kind of played that dunker spot, played on the block. 3 for 10 from the floor, 0 for 1 from the 3-point line, didn't get to the free throw line, finished with 6 points, 7 boards, and 1 steal, and 1 turnover. Once again, another player that you're not feeling the stat sheet. Most of these guys didn't. But I really liked what I saw from Elijah. A lot of, like, he's going up for rebounds. I don't know exactly how they took the stats down, but he had a lot of balls that went up in the air, and he tried to tip them back in.
Right.
With 2 guys hanging on him. And he got there. They just didn't fall. But I like what I saw. And also, he had 5 offensive rebounds, 5 of his 7.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest. I expected more from Price. Maybe I expected too much. But they did have a big man down low, a Sac State. And there were I feel like a lot of easy shots that he had. Price was kind of bullied down low on when he was playing defense. I mean, there's one, especially with the refs calling the game the way they did, allowing this physicality to play out, which I do enjoy from an entertainment perspective. But, it's just Sac State guy didn't have any moves. Dribble, put the elbow down, push Price back a foot, create some space, little jump hook.
Right. And not much he could do about it.
No, he's just too small.
Right. But I thought, for what it's worth, he played hard and he did well where he was at, for the most part.
Yeah, I don't think he was put in the best position to succeed.
Right.
Yeah.
Michael Robinson, he went 0 for 6 from the floor, 0 for 2 from 3-point line. Did hit a free throw, finishes with 1.6 boards, 3 assists, and 2 turnovers. And that finishes out the starters. Thoughts on Robinson?
He disappears on the court.
Yeah.
I didn't watch him as much because he did disappear, and I'm just trying to soak in everyone else's game right now. So I don't have much to say, but yeah, he just disappears, and I don't necessarily like seeing that, but maybe he's the glue.
Yeah, you never know. He's got knocked down his shots, first off. But I'm with you. Out of all the guys out here, Robinson is the one, what did he, I can't remember anything. I don't remember anything that Robinson did well. And, I'd have to go watch the game again to see if he was playing good helps ID or what. I mean, but no steals. Maybe he had a couple tip balls, but, I don't know.
Yeah, and he played 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes, 1.6 boards, 3 assists. So, and he had, 2 turnovers and 2 fouls. So, there's going to be one of those guys every game. This is the first game, and I've never watched Robinson play before. So, hopefully we can see him progress and see what we can get from him. The big name that everyone is talking about, Count Aguilar. Amar Aguilar, 22 minutes, went 9 for 19 from the floor, 4 for 13 from the 3-point line, went 100% from the free throw line, 8 for 8, finishes with 30 points, 4 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal, did have 2 turnovers. Talk to me about Amar's game.
Well, first of all, I love the way Vance managed him.
Yes.
Rotated him a lot. He's not the type of guy that I would think of when I think of this system, which is probably why he's coming off the bench. And I mean, he's an automatic jumper. This guy,
when he gets the ball, he needs to shoot it.
Well,
if he's open,
3-point wise, he's average. I think what did he shoot? Like around 30%.
Yeah, 4 for 13 from the 3-point line.
Okay. Well, yeah, he's just a big-bodied fella, not the fastest guard you see, which in this system I wouldn't necessarily expect us to seek out. But yeah, no, obviously he put up 30 points, so you can't complain. He has the ability to take over the game whenever he wants.
Right. He is a player on this team that we need. He's a big body guard. We don't have a bunch of big body guards. I think Jalen and him are going to have to play against the big guards defensively. And the problem is that they're going to get tired. So who's going to step up and score when these guys are guarding the big guards?
Well, that's why I like how Vance handled it, because he knew we needed this guy to score and carry us, and he only played 22 minutes, and he put up 30 points.
Yeah.
So he's got to be fresh out there to score.
He played 1/2 of basketball, a little over 1/2 of basketball, and scored 30 points. I mean, but
love it.
This is the style of play that Vance brings. I mean, they force help, kick, shoot. If you're open, shoot it. we're going to force help. And so someone's going to be open. And if you can't force help, then you're not going to play. So, but anyways, Pierre Genest played 10 minutes. He had 1 point with 2 boards. He
was just kind of a relief role for Price this game.
Yes. Genest and I think I said this last year. I'm not sure if I did, but here it is. Genest needs to be on the beer and milkshake diet. He's got to get bigger. Beer, milkshake, lift weights. That's all he's so big. That's all he needs. Beer and milkshakes.
Great advice.
Okay. Anything else on Genest?
No, not much. I didn't think he did anything bad. Didn't hurt us.
Yeah.
And with the role that he was playing, I guess
he's a rim protector.
That's what you want.
Yeah, he's a rim protector. And by the way, a lot of people, when they think of Vance's defense, it's man only, right? A lot of help side, force baseline, force sideline, which we did, but we also played zone in this game. Our zone was okay. I mean, I wouldn't say it was good. I wouldn't say our defense was good at all, actually. Man and zone. I wouldn't say our defense was that great.
Second half, I think we held them to 20 points.
I would have to.
Yeah, it was 37 points they had at halftime. And
yep, 20 points. It was better, right? And I think that's the story of the game. Like, we watch this team, brand new team. They haven't played together. Here we go. New gym. There's actually people there playing. And then it took them that first half. Vance makes the adjustments and the coaching staff makes the adjustments, and then they take off.
But you could also attribute that to the poor shooting of Sac State.
Well, yes.
Well, they shot the same as us, I guess, from 3. Literally, I think they went 8 for 30.
8 for 30. Yep. Yeah. When was the last time we talked about Fresno State shooting 33s in a game?
I feel like it would happen sometimes.
Every once in a while.
Because we were down so much, we just started chucking horrible fadeaway 3s.
Yeah. Go Dogs. Price was filling in for center. He is not a center. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He's not a center. And that's why I say, like, I'm fine with Price and the way he played. He did his job for the most part. Hey man, you back in high school, I remember you had to guard the big guys, and you're 6 foot nothing. No, you're taller than that. But
well, then I was 6 foot nothing.
Jasir Tremble also got in, played 3 minutes, went 0 for 1, took a 3, missed it, but good. Yeah, got a shot up. That's good. What I wanted to say about defense was the one adjustment I would make, and Vance is going to make this adjustment, is that when they force baseline, I mean, they like leave it wide open. You just kind of want to shade. They're like, okay, I'm going to force you this way, then we're going to trap you for playing man. And they did the same in the zone. And they trapped up high as well, above the 3-point line. But we just like opened up and gave them baseline where they just ripped and went to the rim, where we want to more so just shade be on their outside shoulder and then let them go. Right. But it was fine. It was so fun to watch, man.
Yeah, no. Well, highlight on defense, our hands were so active. So many tip balls, and you love to see it and jump in the passing lane. Mm-hmm. So the energy's there, and it's gonna come together. Let's hope it comes together once conference play starts.
Yeah, I'm really excited to watch this team, and I'm really excited for Vance and the coaching staff, and you know who I'm most excited for? The fans. Like,
for yourself.
Hey man, if we're gonna be doing this after games, I'm really excited for us.
Yeah.
It's gonna be it's gonna be different. Go Dogs. Overall, I'm happy with the team. See?
You can't complain after this.
No. I mean, I think there's a lot of people that are in the right mindset of, well, let's wait and see, because it was Sac State. We didn't shoot great, but it's the first game.
This is a new team. We only had 2 returners.
Yeah.
I don't know.
New
I
coach.
don't know what you can say about Sac State. Maybe they were new too, but
they did have an interim coach.
Head coach, yeah.
Yeah. But either way, they were big. They were much bigger than us. And we played the style that we expected, because we've been year after year, we've been told we're going to play this style, and we never did.
Right. It's exciting because this team is just a walking time bomb of at any point it could go off and we could score 10 points.
Right.
I want to go on a 10-point run.
Yeah.
So it's just, you don't want to look away.
And we did. We were down by 7.
Right.
And all of a sudden, boom, we're winning.
Right.
In no time. I think we took my 2-year-old, and Cole was running around with him, being a good uncle. I had to run him to the potty a couple times. And we walked around the entire St. Mark Center, and I watched as everybody was screaming and yelling. Another one, 2 points. Aguilar, count Aguilar. And then he just brought us back. It was great, and it was so fun. So I'm excited for the fans. Tell your friends and your family, like, we got to get out there and watch these guys. I ran in, actually, I took my 2-year-old to the restroom, ran to an old gentleman. He said he's been coming to Fresno State basketball games. This is year 56. And he's from Tranquility. And so, and he knew our uncles. I was like, oh boy. But anyways, if you knew our uncles, thanks for listening. Still, but he was so excited. This older gentleman, so excited about what is happening, and that we have a local guy, and it's just fun again. It makes it funny, and he already texted his sons. They're bringing their grandkids to the next home game.
Right.
So that he's like, we're going to have a group of about a dozen people here for the next home game. This is what it's all about. It reminded me of when we were growing up and our grandparents took us to games with the whole family. It was just fun. You see other families there. I mean, everyone there was interacting with my son. Having a good time. He was dancing with random people behind us. It was great. I had such a good time. I hadn't experienced that in probably 20 years. It was so fun. So get out there, get to the St. Mark Center. Look, I know there's not a lot of leg space in there. We were crowded. It was bad, but that was bad.
I couldn't purchase tickets like center court. It was all blocked off, and it wasn't even close to being filled.
No, the St. Mark Center is a joke. Like how it's ran is a joke. And I don't know. And then the other thing is
sorry, I just brought it down to a negative note.
Yeah. Well, we need to, if we're going to have a good program, we got to figure this stuff out.
Yeah.
Right. If there were only supposedly 5,000 people there, can you imagine if another 5,000 show up, 10,000, it's not going to be full with 10,000, but it'll be way worse than that. How in the world do you expect to handle all of that?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, they're just going to shove them in the corner of the arena, and there's going to be no one sitting in center court, and they're never going to come back.
Basically what they do for football.
Yeah.
But luckily, football games are, a different atmosphere. But the other thing that we were talking about is we know a lot of those seats are given to like sponsors.
Sponsors, probably donors, and yeah.
They don't show up.
Right.
It's the same with the red seats.
Well, more showed up this game than anytime last year. So
Right.
That's up
Right. Right. I mean, yeah. Well, I was the same way. I had to purchase seats next to you guys. I'm like, oh wow, it looks full.
Right.
This is crazy. Nope, nothing. Nobody showed up. I don't know where's everybody at. I don't know. Anyways, all right. Don't want to end it like that. This was a great game. The team is looking fun and exciting. I'm excited for the Red Wave to get out there, and we're going to learn more about these players as we go and talk about this. Player of the game, Amar Aguilar. Hugo, we are undefeated. That's right, baby. That's right. Player of the game, Aguilar. You have any argument there? No.
I mean, he scored like almost half our points.
Next game, we are at Santa Barbara, UCSB, November 13th, which is this Wednesday. So we're at USB. The next home game is November 20th, the following Wednesday. So not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, we play Prairie View A&M in the Save Mart Center at 7 p.m. But we will continue to break these games down. UCSB is going to be a good game. They've had a good team. Then we get Bakersfield after that in Bakersfield, so that we're going out of town for the next 2 games. Santa Barbara and Bakersfield. Lovely Bakersfield. I gotta love it. All right. Anything else, Cole? Do you have a play of the game?
Oh,
can you remember one?
Catching me off guard here.
Or a run that we went on?
There was an and one, I think, Count Adamar hit. That was if we didn't hit, I was getting really worried because we were down at that moment. So that kind of kept us in it.
And that was the one I saw it on the big screen walking around with my son, but I didn't catch it live. I don't really have a play of the game. It was just a great game in general. It's team basketball. It's fun and it's exciting. I don't know how many times I can say that, but it's been good.
Keep saying it. We haven't been able to say it.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We'll see you guys at the next. We're not done. What Cole and I are going to do, you guys know here that we are big Jesus followers. So we're going to share just what's been on our mind recently, some verses from the Bible. So Cole, you want to start us off?
Yeah, this one's been on my mind. Matthew 19:14. Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these." Love it. You got to keep a playful spirit, and it'll create a positive feedback loop of just joy and wisdom and delight in God.
Mm-hmm. Galatians 5:22 through 26. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. Those who belong to Christ Jesus have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires. Since we live by the Spirit, let us keep in step with the Spirit. Let us not become conceited, provoking, and envying each other. It's not the spirit of Caleb and Cole. It's not the fruit of Caleb and Cole. It's the fruit of the Spirit. So, I've been focusing on that lately. And then the other thing that I like the most, though, those who belong to Christ Jesus have crucified the flesh, and the flesh desires bad things that are not good for us. And they've been crucified with the flesh, with its passions and desires. So I've been focusing on that lately.
Don't put your hope in the basketball team, or else you will be disappointed.
Don't put your hope in the basketball team. Who is Count Adamar? John Patrick says. That's why I say Count Aguilard.
Yeah, but Adamar is the actual character, and I'd rather embody him as a character.
Okay.
In my mind. Count Adamar is Sir Orlik von Liechtenstein's rival
in A Knight's Tale, and we have been calling Amir Aguilard that. So I think the announcer, every time he hits a three, should say, Count Aguilard. That's how they announce him, and it's pretty funny. And he does a couple other announcings. Everything, shimmering and champagne. I don't.
Yeah. I forget.
It's a great movie. If you haven't seen A Knight's Tale, you need to go watch A Knight's Tale. Count Adamar is the villain in that.
Yeah.
But anyways,
villain story.
Yeah, go watch A Knight's Tale, and then we'll talk more basketball. But tomorrow night, 7 p.m., we have another live stream. We're gonna do a live recap. My word. We're going to do a live recap of
Sound it out.
I'm working on it. Fresno State versus Air Force, hoping that we can run the ball in the snow, because we could not run the ball in former Bulldog Stadium against Hawaii last week, and it's going to be a big test. Cole, you haven't talked football this year. You want to throw in your 2 cents?
Oh, I mean, there's a reason. I haven't been keeping up. So.
Okay.
The football world is in shambles, and that does not interest me.
Okay. Football is fun, sir. Not to you, though. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. God bless you guys. And we will see you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. on YouTube and X live, talking football.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.